This funnel changed how I think about marketing forever. Now, let's say you've got a business and you get 3,700 page views a month. From that 3,700 page views, you only get 122 form submissions. Now, that's a 3.2% conversion rate. So in other words, 3,000 people plus left without taking any action. And this is exactly where most people stop and look and think, cool, we just need more traffic because then our form submissions will be higher. But the thing is, that's the wrong game you're playing, because what you have isn't a traffic problem, it's a leakage problem. There's a leaky bucket somewhere throughout the whole process. And that's where people really drop off. People go into Google Ads or Facebook Ads, they throw money in and just fingers crossed and hope for the best and just push onto and focus on volume. But that really isn't gonna work because you're just burning money. It's the reason people isn't actually taking action on your website. And that is some psychological data that you really need to focus on. 3 things you can do to really help you to improve your form submissions or your Calendly bookings or whatever action you want people to take. First up is friction kills momentum. So if someone scrolls but they doesn't submit, there's a cognitive break. They're curious, but they are not convinced yet. So reduce the decisions and don't just add explanations. Number 2, relevance beats reach. That's why I said it's not going to help you if you keep on focusing on just volume. Relevance beats reach. Every unnecessary word or visual, that costs mental clarity, mental energy. So speak to one avatar, one problem, and one transformation. And then number 3 is micro commitments. They work because humans fear finality. So use smaller yeses. Don't just jump the gun and ask them a question to say yes to this next $10,000 decision they need to make. That's going to be too big for them. The risk is too much. Start with smaller yeses before the big asks. For example, like interactive forms or progress bars, because that will help them loads. So the thing is, when you start understanding post-click psychology, you will stop chasing clicks and start converting that curiosity into commitment. And this is the number 1 reason people running ads isn't finding it useful, isn't finding it helpful, because they're not really checking what the data is telling them and they're not really focusing on improving their psychological flow. Because at the end of the day, that traffic, that numbers, that people landing on your